So continuing the video, I let this dry and I played with the wax a little bit to see if it's gonna work. And here's where there's a tear to fill in that empty space we had here. And then I put some wax here to make it blend a little bit better. I'm not doing an exact blend, but just to make it look okay. On this part here, I'm gonna go in with hand paint and I'm gonna paint this area and then blend that in so we don't have that little gap there. Now, same thing goes here. This is gonna get painted and this is teared from water to meet the seams. So I met the seams and then I teared it with water. So it still has a little bit of edges sticking up, and it's the same goes over on this side here. So with with these little pieces sticking up, I'm gonna take the Mod Podge and I'm gonna just put it underneath here and then push it down, flatten that out. And then on top of that, I think it's just going to be the seam. I don't think I'm going to paint anything, but it'll be flat. How this came out here, how it's just flat. This is going to be flat. And then this has to get painted. So this is where we're at so far. Now I want to add to every rose that I see these roses. I have liquid gold leaf. So we'll put some liquid gold leaf in there and then let that dry and then put the top coat and then it'll be done. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you closer this area. If I could set up the camera correctly for that. Sorry for the buzzing sound in the previous videos. It's from the computer and there's nothing I can do about that. Here I am putting Mod Podge underneath the edges so that it'll go down flat. So if you could see here where I'm Mod Podging, there is parts of the paper that's not fully pressed down. And I'm going to go into troubleshooting later. I have to actually cut that area open and then re-Mod Podge it. That happened because underneath I had thought that it was already Mod Podged down, that it went down, but there's air bubbles there. It didn't get all the way glued down. Meanwhile, I hope everybody's enjoying their day. And if you chose to do this project, I hope you're able to run it one after the other. I had to cut it into 4 different parts. My computer doesn't have enough storage for me to create one long video, or the editing capacity wouldn't transfer the long video. It's very long video. It's equivalent to the time it would take to actually make one side by side. This is wax and an acrylic paint. So I mixed the two to give the clear wax some color. And that's like black puffy paint. So I kept this in real time so that you can also work. And I didn't speed it up anyway. That's why it's such a long video. So wax doesn't dry automatically, which is the difference between using a wax and using an acrylic paint. I'm refraining from putting music in the background because some of the music is just redundant. You hear it over and over again. You're just not you're gonna want to listen to it anymore. And then if I were to pick music, then I probably get copyright. So that's why there's like no sound, no music. And I'm just like filling in with speaking in areas that need. I know this part is coming up where just to give a little bit of verbal instruction of what happened. Um, I had to do some troubleshooting because there was there was bubbles that popped up because it wasn't all the way. The Mod Podge wasn't underneath the paper. The funny thing here is I'm being so careful to do blending and stuff, but you'll see later on I just ended up like blobbing in there to really blend it and actually make like the colors matching. So I kind of laugh when I'm watching this because I'm being careful, and then in the end, I'm just like, I just go over it. Like, you'll see. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna go in and speed up the time here to make it real quick and just gonna get to the next part. Now I'm going in to blend the hair so you don't see that line there. Mix the colors pink and brown. The brown is a fabric paint. And that's a gray chalk paint. The chalk paint dries really fast. And it's very gritty and sandy. I just used very little, but it thickened up the paint a lot. It's very different than using wax. But it's good to cover up that area. So when in contrast with the light, this light color base, there's a brown fabric paint. It's just blending the colors till it matched. This was a really serene project. It was you spend quiet time and you're there painting and trying to perfect the piece there. So if you saw there, it was black, like really dark, and then you start mixing the colors and it lightened out, and now you don't even see the black part. And now I'm just blending. Okay, so here's where there's that bubble. Like you see that area where there's little, where it's like mountains next to the rose, that we're gonna fix that. Covering the top canvas with paint there. Here again, that's the chalk paint. It's thicker. It dries really fast. Again, I'm being really careful here, and then I end up just kiboshing the whole thing. You'll see, it's just gonna get like fully blended. Because when I picked it up and flipped it around and looked at it, you could see like there's this big gap in color. So then I just blended it completely. Okay, so I'll fast forward this part too. So that was a complete stop, but I just want to show you like how much paint now I'm using here, and it's a complete mess. And that's what happens when you start painting and doing art into this project here. At least my experience, I just went crazy with the paint, and it turned out absolutely gorgeous and amazing. So right now it looks funny. Look how black that is and paint and really white. It's like super contrasting, but keep watching and you'll see how it all comes together in the end. Okay, guys, this is thin paint, okay? It's not like thick. I'm using the tip of my finger and I'm getting little bits of paint. I'm just doing very thin, even though there's many like layers, it looks like it's very thin, very little bit of paint, even lots of color, little bit of paint. So when you're doing it, don't put paint on a paintbrush and start painting it. It's very thin, okay, friends? Wow, so it looks pretty sloppy, but wait till you see the end. It's beautiful. And here I'm mixing more paint to do more blending. It's very sloppy right now. It looks like a big mess, but watch how it all comes together in the end. Speed this up and we'll keep going. So I rolled up my sleeves and got the lampshade almost on its way to completion. Now, look how it turned out so far. Going around in a circle. I said before I wasn't gonna do like blend on the sides, but it ended up I blended on the sides everywhere. So it's blended in here, so you don't know where the break is there. You see, and then keeps going all the way around, and then it's blended there. That's kind of heavy, huh? Maybe maybe I need to clean that up a little bit right in this area and then keep going. Then, so the next thing I want to do is put gold leaf on every rose that's on this, in her hair, we'll put gold leaf. And then here's a rose. And then this area. I think this area I need to work on. Probably like 5-10 minutes. I need to make that more blended nicer. And then maybe get this color up here, make it more like that, and then fade out, get the black out of there, and then fade this into there. So there's no, take out the black and make this more open, maybe like that. Yeah, something like that. In this area here. But we extended the skirt over here. Originally it ended there, and then I made it longer, and then maybe it's okay. Well, it's just heavy right there. So I'm going to clean that up a little bit.
We're taking leave from this bleak satin, somewhere we've been miles away. Oh, down the red sky we've been melting. Someday we'll be fine, somewhere we'll find crows flying on the road, laughing, moving at a speed of 100 miles. The blue of the horizon.
this a million times. You're no good for me. I should say goodbye. But your voice is my lullaby, and your kisses are something I can't deny. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't care, it feels way too good. Is it right? Is it wrong? Your lips heal me when I feel blue. Some days I say you're the one I hate, but I wake up in your bed again. Some days I say I will run away, but it's all a lie, 'cause I always stay. It's all a lie, I always stay. It's all a lie.
So this is how it's turned out so far. It looks amazing. We have our ballerina lampshade, and this is where it got painted here to connect it. It's not done yet because, and then we went in with, here's the gold, and it really shines in person when you see it. And then it goes all the way around, and we painted in this area. Amazing, right? So this area here is mainly wax that I added color with acrylic, so it turned out amazing, and I'm just really happy with the results. The nice thing about wax, when you make it to paint, it is like you can control the amount of opacity. So if you need it to like blend really lightly, then you have less color, and then if you add more color, then the opacity gets stronger. But there's always a little bit more opacity when you're working with the wax as opposed to acrylic paint directly, because if you put acrylic paint, it will be, and it dries slower, so you have more time to work with it and blend. And when you use an acrylic, it's not enough time to work with. It's a little bit thicker, and then you might not be as happy with the results. You'll be trying to blend, but it might be bumpy, when it dries. And so the wax is just absolutely amazing and highly recommended. Now I know why everyone on YouTube that does their blending with the tissue is using the wax. I didn't have the wax everybody uses. I forget the name of it, gilding wax. So I made my own with craft wax from Michael's and added acrylic colors into that. And you saw that when I was painting. So that's not complete yet. We have one more step. We have to do the final varnish on top. I have the high gloss Dura blend. Ugh, I forget the name. I gotta look at it. I'll show you the bottle. And I have, let me grab that right now. So the two bottles I have here is Duraclear satin varnish and Duraclear Galaxy varnish. Now this has glitter in it, and since this is like ballerina themed and female a little bit, I'm going to do the satin gloss normal, and then in the middle I'm thinking, and I'll show you, this has a little bit of galaxy glitter, and I might put it into the tutu, like tutus have all fancy glitter. She's got her gold earrings in, and the hair goes with the gold foil. What do you guys think? If I put very gentle, maybe right in this area here, right in the front, and then like little pieces here, like little 1, 2, like this, 3, put some here and here, the glitter, and then the rest is just the regular. So then when you look at it, it's not like girly, I mean, it's like feminine, and you could still have it in like an adult room. It doesn't have to be in the children's playroom or anything for the ballerina, so it'll be beautiful. I'm gonna cover it. I can't wait to figure out what we're gonna do underneath, if I'm gonna purchase a new stand for it, or if I'm gonna take an old one and then upgrade it, update it. Okay. So the directions here says, shake gently, apply with a flat brush, allow to dry to the touch before adding additional coats. Covers indoor outdoor, although it is water based, it is permanent, and says soap and water for cleanup. Oh. So we'll let this dry. I guess just, it could be, it dries really fast, but maybe an hour, and then we'll put a second coat. This is the Galaxy for the tutu area. My little dog is complaining right now. Don't know why. Stormy. Maybe he wants to be in the video. Stormy. It's okay. Almost done. Oy, oy, oy. What do you want? The Galaxy is really nice. It's like a galaxy. It has the glitter in all different sizes. You can't see it right now. I'll do a close-up. Oh, there you can see it a little bit. It's just really adorable. In the light part, it's hard to see because it's light, but in the dark, you can